offenses in the NFL will be in action. Each ranks in the top 10 in fewest points allowed. It's the Cowboys going up against the Bills. With that, let's hand things over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 14 matchup.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills. They come out here in the eye. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line, and they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for them again.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Marcel Darius, year in and year out, plays at a Pro Bowl level.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Play clock winding down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their big-bodied receiver. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's the offensive unit, and heads up. Look out for the Clemson Tiger.
Sammy Watkins was brought in to make plays. That's what he specializes in. Out on the perimeter or going inside.
Here we go. What? 92. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Carry here for their fullback. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. the gun. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Now a handoff as they run left side. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on 2nd down.
Here we go.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again, it's Elliott. And this time, he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
A carry heading left. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down following the run.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation. One receiver left, three to the right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And some room to work. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure that...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Their big tight end, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion. Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 37. And Bullock will put this one through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
The Bills getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll set, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go. 190. 190. Ohio.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is caught by Watkins. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter is starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's got room. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Touchdown, Buffalo.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And it's 17-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half, Prescott. He's got time in the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. He's got time. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Dancing, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on 2nd.
Let's go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Tressway now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's taken in at the 9. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Dallas first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out come the Bills. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. What?
They'll drop to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's 2nd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. Watkins alone on the left side. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A very solid gain of 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. On 3rd down, Elliott. That's strong running. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Running with Elliott. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy out in the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterback.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Well, Prescott here to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They come out here in the eye. The give is to Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Here's Elliott, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Prescott to throw on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And no, they can't connect on the pass, so that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. 1 man in the backfield, Elliott. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Throwing. Prescott finding time. Looking left sideline. It's complete. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Cowboys, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.